Headline edition, July 8, 1947. The Army Air Forces has announced that a flying disc has been found and is now in the possession of the Army. Army officers say the missile, found sometime last week, has been inspected at Roswell, New Mexico, and sent to Wright Field, Ohio, for further inspection.
Hey, how you doing? Pretty neat looking, isn't it? Got a color video of this thing, but let me show you the infrared video of it first.
Late this afternoon, a bulletin from New Mexico suggested that the widely publicized mystery of the flying saucers may soon be solved. Army Air Force officers reported that one of the strange discs had been found and inspected sometime last week. Our correspondents in Los Angeles and Chicago have been in contact with Army officials endeavoring to obtain all possible late information. Joe Wilson reports to us now from Chicago. The Army may be getting to the bottom of all this talk about the so-called flying saucers. As a matter of fact, the 509th Atomic Bomb Group headquarters at Roswell, New Mexico, reports that it has received one of the discs which landed on a ranch outside Roswell. The disc landed at a ranch at Corona, New Mexico, and the rancher turned it over to the Air Force. Rancher W.W. Brizell was the man who discovered the saucer. Colonel William Blanchard of the Roswell Air Base refuses to give details of what the flying disc looks like. In Fort Worth, Texas, where the object was first sent, Brigadier General Roger Ramey says that it is being shipped by air to the AAF Research Center at Wright Field, Ohio. A few moments ago, I talked to officials at Wright Field, and they declared that they expect the so-called flying saucer to be delivered there, but that it hasn't arrived as yet. In the meantime, General Ramey describes the object as being of flimsy construction, almost like a box kite. He says that it was so battered that he was unable to determine whether it had a disc form, and he does not indicate its size. Ramey says that so far as can be determined, no one saw the object in the air, and he describes it as being made of some sort of tinfoil. Other Army officials say that further information indicates that the object had a diameter of about 20 to 25 feet, and that nothing in the apparent construction indicated any capacity for speed, and that there was no evidence of a power plant. The disc also appeared too flimsy to carry a man. Now, back to Taylor Grant in New York.
Almost looks like it has a heartbeat, doesn't it? Anyway, this is a 1-second photograph I took of it before I took the video of it. And it was traveling from the northwest to the southeast. And this is not one of my better videos. Not having a lot of luck with that lately, it seems. But anyway, this is a color video of the same object here.
It is the recommendation of the President's Special Panel, with concurrence from Majestic 12, that a policy of strict denial of the events surfacing from Roswell, New Mexico, and any other incident of such caliber be enforced. An interactive program of controlled releases to the media, in such fashion to discredit any civilian investigation, be instituted in accordance with the provisions of the 1947 National Security Act.
Certainly in 1947, the government could not afford to tell the world. They could not afford to say, look, there are these alien spacecraft penetrating our airspace. We don't know where they're from, what they want, or how they operate, but we thought you'd like to know. That would have been totally irresponsible. There's no question it was justified at the time until they had answers.
I think it's quite possible that much secrecy is due to the fact that the authorities do not have all the answers. That they cannot be certain from a day-to-day basis or even a year-to-year basis or whatever as to precisely what is going on.
By the mid-1960s, the government's apparent interest in UFOs was waning, but a rash of news sightings of unexplained lights and moving objects reignited the debate.
We are being observed by some type of device which is ahead of us, far ahead of us, and is probably controlled by a highly advanced superior civilization.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt that much at all. But anyway, this thing is definitely different looking, that's for sure. But I believe it's got a torsion field generator. on the inside of it, and it's probably got some kind of metamaterial around the outside of it, and it's not allowing any accurate photographs to be taken of it because of the plasma field that it's generating around the outside of it. So anyway, that's kind of my take on it. I'd like to know what you think about it. And I've got some other videos and photographs from the same night that I'll show to you when I go over them a little bit and have a little better look at them. So anyway, take care out there no matter what you're doing, and thanks for stopping by and have a look. I appreciate it. Talk to you later, I hope.